So you want to drive a 450 horsepower manual Mach 1 Mustang. Well, that's all great and fantastic because this is a sick, awesome car. But there's something that a lot of people overlook, and that's the pressure of these things right here. Tire pressure is one of the most important things when it comes to driving not just any sports car or hypercar, whatever, any car in general. If you have low tire pressure, it can cause things like excessive tire wear on either the inside or the outside of the tire, depending on where it's rubbing on, or also worse fuel economy. If you have flat tires, it's more friction on the road, which causes the car to have to use more power from the motor to go ahead and push this thing, to which of course causes less fuel economy. Now, in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how you can check your tire pressure to make sure that your car is always running on optimal tire pressure to get the best fuel economy and the best performance possible. My name is Evo, and you're watching God Next. First thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to consult either your owner's manual, which is found in the glove box of this Mustang, or you're going to check right here on the door sill. Now, as you can see this little plaque on the door sill, what this shows you is what the optimal tire pressure should be for this car. Now, most of the time, you're going to want to do it when the tires are cold, because when you've been driving around and the tires are hot, the air has expanded. So it's going to show you a higher rating than it actually is, which means if you fill it, if it looks good, and then you park your car, by the time the next morning you come out and the tires have cooled off, the light's going to be on the tire pressure light because it's going to think the pressure has gone down, which is not really true, but it's just because of science. I'm not a scientist, but trust me, that's how this stuff works. Now, we're going to say you've already checked the tire pressure on this thing, and the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get yourself one of these things right here. If I get out of my pocket. This thing right here is a cheap $10 air gauge that I bought at AutoZone that I keep in all of my cars. Now, I have one of these in my cars, and I also have a tire inflator that I bought off Amazon, which is the most popular one. Yeah, that's what I carry in all my cars because you never know. You know, you might go out somewhere and come out, your tire's flat. You just need to fill it up or something. If you don't have like a puncture, or if it's a small puncture, you can fill it up and limp the car home. But this is very important. Make sure you keep this in your car. Now, the way to use it is you're going to come to the wheel or the tire. Every single wheel has what is known as I guess you could call it a nipple. That's kind of what it's called. And, you know, for all you 12-year-olds are going to be laughing. It's called a nipple, and essentially what it does is that's how you get air into the tire. So it's right here on this Mustang. That's it right there. Now, the first thing to do is you're going to take off this dust cap. Now, dust caps are important to have on them because otherwise you're going to get a lot of dirt and dust inside the tire stem, which can cause issues. It can start leaking, letting air out, things like that. Now, you're going to come here, you're going to turn this thing on. It's on. You're going to make sure that it's set to either PSI or whatever you use. In Europe, it's different. In the US, it's PSI, so this one's in PSI. Now you're going to come up here, and what you're going to do is, this is the part that you're going to insert onto the actual tire stem. So you're going to come here and you're going to hold it in for about 5 seconds. You let it go, and it tells you 33 PSI, which is exactly what this car calls for. Maybe it's a little bit under, but it's around the same. Now, if you're 1 or 2 PSI off, that's not going to be a big difference. If you're off by like 5 or more, I'd say you probably need to check your tires and fill them up. But yeah, just to demonstrate one more time, this thing is on. You have your you have the cap off, the dust cap. You come over here, you just put it on there, you hold it in for 5 seconds. This one's 5 seconds, but you know, some of them are instant. 33. So that's how you know. It's really simple. I highly recommend you do this before you go on a road trip or something like that, because last thing you want to have on a road trip is to have a tire blow on you, get a flat somewhere in the road. Let's say you're going to LA from Vegas. You're in the middle of somewhere in the desert, no signal, no nothing. If your car doesn't have a spare tire, you're kind of cooked. So very important. It's $10. Just get one, put it in your car. Even if you never use it, you know it's there just to be safe. And of course, always check your tire pressure. If it's getting cold outside, check your tire pressure to make sure that it's optimal. If it's hot outside, check that as well. Now, some companies will or some tire place will rip you off, tell you they're going to put special air in the tires. It's all BS. It's all the same stuff. Or someone in the comments come like, no, you don't know what you're talking about. Listen, it's 20 cents at the air pump or free at my house to fill this thing up with regular air. I'm not going to go spend an extra $5 to pay somebody to put nitrogen in my tires. I don't care. But that's how you check your tires. Very important. Super simple thing to do. Might as well get one of these and check them as much as you can. If you have any questions or anything, please leave them down below. We'll answer all your questions we can. But thank you so much for watching. For more content like this, make sure you check out our channel. Have a great day.